Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social and Association with Empire Fight Store. Ben, look, I know we only caught up the other day at one stadium show. We've just been at the launch party / event for another stadium show that's coming up. We touched on Callum Simpson briefly. It's supposed to only be, I think, a few people, invite people down here, but this is absolutely rammed. And if this is anything to go by, Oakwell's going to be a huge night, isn't it?
It's pretty special. We promoted a lot of fighters now, but not many have the fan base, or if any. I think at this stage in his career, I've never seen it before. I mean, we sold over half the tickets already, just to season ticket holders. We've not even gone on sale.
Yeah.
So, delighted to be here. His dreams come true. He's talked to me about this for a long time. We hoped that we could make it happen, but we had to get the club on board, and they've been unbelievable, and the local council, and everyone's come together. He's got a hell of a lot of support, and he's a very talented fighter. So he ticks every box, but he's got a very, very serious fight against Zak Chelli, and he's going to have to be very, very focused.
100%. Look, at the end of the day, with the event, he's got to deliver, and back up sort of the investment that's been put behind him. And I spoke to him, and I said, I suppose from Ben's point of view, he's going, look, you're X amount of fights in. If I do you the stadium, are you going to sell the tickets? And he's like, been trying to say, everyone, I'm going to sell the tickets. How much of a bit of a relief is it when you see the sign-ups and go, right, we made the right choice?
Yeah, look, there was a lot of back and forth in the office. Is it too early? Is this taking the piss? Is it stupid? He's a lad that's had a few fights with us now. So to go and say, right, we're going to go and do his own show. We could have used the Metrodome, but I think it was only a couple of thousand, and we knew that was going to be a problem. So to try and convince a football stadium to do it a week or two before the football season, it's very difficult because they've got their own schedules, and usually you can't get on the pitch. So in the end, we managed to negotiate, right, on this one, we'll just do 7,000, we'll open one stand, we'll create an enclosed arena, we'll make the atmosphere really, really special, and then we'll come back next year. But they've been amazing. But as you said, to see the sign-ups and the interest, it was almost like, what were we even thinking about? This is, I would say, we did Chris Millen-Smith, and Chris won't mind me saying this, this is way beyond that, way beyond that. And look at what Chris does. So he just needs to keep winning. But I have to be very respectful, because Zak Chelli is someone I worked with for a long time. He's a very, very good fighter, and in many people's eyes, I think he'll be the slight favourite in this fight. And so he's got a really, really tough fight that he's going to have to come through. It's the British champion, so he's not cherry-picked, and he's there to cause an upset. Could Zak have ever headlined a show like this unless he'd been able to come to Barnsley? No. So they both win. They both get a huge opportunity, a huge spotlight on Sky. But as I say, his support is phenomenal, and I can't wait for people to see it on August the 3rd.
I know this is business, but it's I always feel like it always puts yourself in an awkward position. You've had it before where fighter versus fighter, and you're like, oh, Ben's on your side and he's on your side. But how do you manage that, apart from just being, I suppose, respectful of the situation as it's his hometown, he's bringing all the fans, but also giving Zak his props as well, because excellent fighter, took a defeat, bounced back, and in terms of his age as well, he's not a shot fighter. This is a fighter who's at a domestic level. This is his ball game. This is his park.
Yeah, look, all we can do is try and do the best by both guys. At the end of the day, Zak lost to Mark Jeffers, and then we managed to get him the British title shot off the back of a defeat.
Yeah.
And that was because of a promise that we made. We delivered on that, and it was already ordered, and it was already agreed that whoever won out of Chelli against Cullen was going to have to fight Callum. Obviously it was Chelli, and so here we are. But could Zak Chelli headline like this anywhere else? No. So I think it works for both guys, but as you say, you've got to make sure you do best by both, in defeat and in victory. And I think we've shown that with Zak when he got beat by Mark Jeffers. So great opportunity for both guys. Of course, it feels like the trophy procession, it feels like the home parade. But that can count against Callum. He's got to really be focused, and Zak will fancy that. Zak's always liked to be a guy that goes up against the odds, and he'll have to do that again.
100%. Look, just moving away from this event ever so slightly, rumblings about Frazer Clarke, Fabio Wardley. I don't know what you can say about it, but there's There's rumours that this is potentially for Wembley. Now, I know all this stuff will be confidential. The first fight was amazing. Hands down, probably the best, if not one of the best fights people have seen, but in terms of a British title fight, incredible. Where are the talks and what's going on in the background? Are we going to see that fight, do you think, next? Can you at least give us something?
There have been talks. I think Fabio's promotional status might have changed in the meantime, which sometimes then you start again. Whether Fabio definitely wants this fight next or not, we're not entirely sure. But it's a fight that's being talked about, and it's a fight that we want, and it's a fight that I know other people want. Whether that's on a Sky show, whether that's on September 21st, whether that's in conjunction with another promoter, I don't know yet. But we'll know in the next week or so, I think, the direction of travel. But for me, it's the right fight for Frazer, and I'd actually be even more confident than I was the last time, given Frazer's now had that experience, and experience counts for a lot, and he's done 12 rounds. It was an unbelievable fight, one of the fights of the year. I'd love to see it again.
Azim, we saw the face-off with him and Harlem Eubank, two terrific fighters. Adam's a young fighter. Harlem, obviously a good run of form, good knockout in his last fight. I suppose, where are we at with this? Is it a case of finding them a big enough platform to put them on for maybe where are we at with it?
Adam got injured 2 days after Wardley Clarke, so put back the date. I know Adam's back in the gym now, and now he's fit. I think we're going to see that fight at the end of August, which means it'll be announced hopefully in the next week or two max.
Is that a headline fight?
We'll see.
Tyler Denny coming up this week. What a fight, by the way. Felix Cash. That whole card actually really good, but we'll discuss that on Fight Week. But you be there, support Tyler. I know you've done a lot for Tyler Denny, and every time I speak to Tyler, he's always indebted and said, look, I've got this opportunity been given by boxer Ben, and he's all the way to the European title, and he's literally a fight maybe or two away from real big money to change his life. Obviously he's getting paid now, but he's on the cusp. Excited to go watch him? You think he'll be there?
Very excited, but as you said, he's already changed his life in relative terms. I mean, he came to us as an away fighter, kept winning, someone that we really got behind, kept giving him the opportunities, but he was the one that grabbed them with both hands and kept performing. Huge fan base from Wolverhampton. Now fights Felix Cash, as you said. Very, very tough fight. Let's be honest. Felix is in many eyes the favourite, but I fancy Tyler. I think Felix has been out a long time. I think Tyler can punish you for that. He's fit, he's strong, he's ready. He's had a great camp. Never bet against him. He's another one not to bet against. And I can't wait. I'll be there on Saturday.
Looking forward to being. I'm sure you will. For DL, that'd be a bit harsh. Will you be speaking to Frank, Eddie, or anyone there? I know you might not arrange meetings, but looking forward to maybe going there and sort of breaking the ice. We've seen so many barriers been broken down between promoters. I mean, Frank and Eddie for how many years, going back and forth like cat and dog. Now happily sit and have breakfast and dinner together. We could get to a point as well where maybe with your involvement, we see 5 of yours versus 5 of a Queensby or of that. You're looking forward to our boxing's changing and evolving, and you play a part in that?
Without a doubt. It's been difficult for us, I do think, coming into an industry and especially an established one that's been run by the same players and having to build your stable. But at the same time, we do want to work with promoters. So, as you said, maybe it's an opportunity. It's the first main event, I think. First main event between a boxer and a matchroom fighter. So hopefully the first of many. But look, I'm there to support Tyler, and fingers crossed he can come away with a win.
100%. Well, look, we'll catch up in Birmingham. I'm looking forward to that main event. Terrific event today, and roll on Oakwell. Ben Shalom, appreciate your time. We'll catch up soon.
Thank you.